This morning we have our Kim DeGiulio joining us live on the north end, right near that Boston Edison district, with another coffee shop we might want to check out. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Yes, I'm so excited to share the story of this coffee shop with you guys. Now, this is something that, yes, the North End community, as well as surrounding communities, were asking for, a place that they could walk to, grab a cup of coffee, and unite with their community. And now for the owner, who's been open for a year, he says this place is a dream come true. Welcome to Black Coffee Cafe.
The atmosphere is nice, it's cozy, it's warm, and the coffee is the best.
The community is loving the option for good coffee at a place that's walkable from their homes.
The neighborhood was asking about it 2 years ago, that they would love to have a coffee shop, so I just did what it took to turn it into a coffee shop.
Owner Stephen Harris had a vision for this neighborhood that he grew up in. He took a leap of faith when he saw this building for sale. Really, I'm be transparent, bought the entire building for $10,000 when it was just really rough times. And being an architect and a builder, kind of rehab one space at a time. He was told the building needed to be completely scrapped, but he knew he could turn it into this amazing space, and that this area was made for shops and cafes like this. John R. was a real bustling street, a lot of foot traffic, a lot of mom and pop stores, so I don't feel like I did anything new. It's just a new urbanism, but from an old take on Detroit. And his vision is now a reality, with Black Coffee Cafe now serving as a great place for this community to come together.
It makes you want to stay and enjoy your coffee and then move on with your day.
It was kind of a social experiment for me, honestly, because being born and raised in this North End and being so close to Boston Edison, Boston Arden Park, I always wanted to see how we can bring the two neighborhoods together that was only separated by a block or two.
And guys, joining me live this morning is the owner, Stephen. But before we talk to Stephen, got to say hello to our very first coffee club member, Houston. Houston just walked in. He's getting his free Local 4 Coffee Club mug. Real quick, I'm going to run over to you. What do you think of it?
I love it. I've been trying to get this mug for some time now, so I'm here this morning.
Awesome. Thank you, Houston. Now order your cup of coffee. But yes, let's get back to Stephen. Stephen, Local 4 News Coffee Club is here at your coffee shop that you opened a year ago. I'm in your North End, the neighborhood that you grew up in, you live in now. What does it feel like?
It feels great. It's actually surreal. You know, I just always look forward to being able to do something like this back in the community I was born and raised, so it's really great.
Now, you said that this is kind of a social experiment for you because you wanted to bring the community together, Boston Edison, North End, and everybody who can walk here. What would your takeaway be after a year being open?
Well, I'm pleasantly surprised that it took less than a year to start having people turning the block from Boston Edison, Boston Arden Park. So that's one of the things I grew up noticing, that there was a little imaginary line between Boston Edison, the North End, but it's only a block away from each other. So to have people turning the corner now, coming to get coffee, getting their shoes shined, getting a haircut is really awesome for me.
You mentioned that the community was like, we need a coffee shop here. And so you did it. You opened it. Why you? Why did you feel the need to do this for your community?
Well, I would say it happened very organically. We had an African bookstore that was here that closed down because of COVID. And but we had been getting a lot of buzz from the community saying, when are you going to get a coffee shop? When are you going to get a coffee shop? So I thought it was actually perfect timing in a bad situation with COVID that we try to do a coffee shop. So had never did it in my life, sought out some professionals that helped me out, and we're here just a year later.
And you're doing it right. The coffee is delicious. It has to
do something with your travels. You've traveled all around the world. You'll see a lot of the art here in the shop is from your travels.
Yeah.
Did you try coffee while you were traveling as well?
Oh, wow, I did. While I was in Colombia, I went to the best coffee shop in Colombia. And Colombian coffee is considered by most some of the best coffee in the world. So, yeah, it was great to actually go from Colombian coffee to actually having it served in a coffee shop.
Well, I mean, I don't live in this community, but I'm definitely going to be coming here a lot more because the place is great. It's so cozy. You just want to stay. So thank you to you for opening a place like this. We need more people like you in the city of Detroit. So thank you, Stephen.
Thank you very much.
And we have more coming up on this amazing place here on Local 4 Plus. So stay with us, guys, and make sure you come and check it out because it's just amazing to see, especially because this building, it could be gone now.
Aw, it's so nice to be able to reinvest in a neighborhood you grew up in.
Yeah.
Now, I know he mentioned John R. Where exactly do we find this place?
Where exactly, what's the cross street? John R. and?
In Kenilworth.
John R. and Kenilworth. That is the location here in Detroit's North End.